Hey guys, this is Shane and welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. Today, hey, I'm going to show you finds from an estate sale, and I got some footage of the estate sale and all these little nooks and crannies that were books, but I actually got pretty much all the books I found in one location. It was kind of bizarre, but the things I found were pretty easy picking. It was a lot of World War II military plane aircraft books, but there's a couple in there that are pretty interesting, but one in particular, I'm seeing listed prices on eBay for $600 and one that's on Amazon for the same one on Amazon, it's like $5,000. So I've got to do some more research on it. So let me get into it. Hey, thanks for the channel views. Thanks for the channel support. You guys keep watching. We'll keep making them. We'll just see where it goes. But here's the estate sale. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut away and I'm gonna show you all the estate sale and all this. It was a lot of German like steins and plates and beer glasses, and so I'm just gonna kind of show you the house, and then I'll come back and show you all the finds. So cutting away to the estate sale itself. So here that comes. So here's the first room I went to, and I went here at the direction of the lady that was at the door. She knows I like books and knows what I like, and she said this first room's where you're gonna want to go. And that bookshelf was where I found everything. But in other rooms, look at all the steins. I'll talk about these later. There's a lot of like German steins and plates and figurines and glasses, a lot of stuff from Germany. This room, they didn't even have the light. There was no lights. It was just like a light from the window. So I apologize for this being so dark. But there were little shelves and nooks and crannies with books everywhere. There's a sock monkey. And I actually just didn't find anything in these other rooms, but this was like the end of the sale, and they still were packed with stuff. It was amazing how much stuff was in this house, and it was the last day of the sale. I can't even imagine the first day. But see, like there were books stuck everywhere, but I just didn't find anything. Oh, these were bar stools, Nutcracker bar stools, which actually are pretty valuable. They sell for about $250, but they wanted full price for them. Thought that was weird. There's just another room, an office. Sometimes I look at this for manuals in offices, and then they had a shelf set up with all these beer glasses, from different breweries and different things. So this place was packed. All right, so the house was packed, and some of the rooms, like the lights didn't work. You can see the one clip that was real dark, and it was packed with stuff. And I have to say, I love the beer steins, but I have to resist because I'm like, I like them, but if it's not one that I've gone to and enjoyed, it doesn't mean as much, and it's like I'm just not going to do it for decoration. But if it was like a place I'd been, or I would love to have it, but I really had to resist on those. But I can see bringing in like 20 of those, and telling my wife that here's the new decoration, and be like, no, not gonna happen. Take them to your book room. Here's what I found. Again, all these were like from that one room. First off, there's this some of these aircraft books, and this P-47 in action. I've sold these before, sometimes by themselves, sometimes lot them together, 2 or 3 of them, but it's this kind of in action series. This is about a $15, maybe $20 book, but it's in great shape. But all of these have, like you say, it's the Thunderbolt in action, right? And it has, like, people that do modeling, painting, history buffs, they like these things. Whenever I see these in actions, if I can get them, I like to get them. And paperbacks here were, paperbacks were $1 and hardbacks were $2 at this sale. And this particular sale doesn't, on anything under $2, they don't discount. So even on the last day of the sale, they'll do 50% off. If it's under $2, they don't discount. It's kind of weird, but anyway, that's how they do it. There were some of these, this was like the 9th Air Force story, the 12th Air Force story. This one I've got a sold comp of $30, but only one had sold in the last like 6 months on Amazon. I didn't find a comp on this one. I'm thinking these are, again, 15, 20 bucks, but paying $1 for them is pretty good. Oh, just knocked over some stuff. Here was another one, the 8th Air Force. That was like 20 bucks. And then I did have, this one is kind of similar to that in action, but this one is walk around, the P-51D. And it's the same sort of thing, right? But this one gives like details of, you know, cockpits, and then it also gives, you know, lots of historical photos. But again, this one's about a $20 one. I've got a sold comp on it. P-47 Thunderbolt Pilot's Manual. This is where they take some of the older used to be formerly restricted documents and, you know, technical manuals. They put them in there. Enthusiasts of these aircrafts buy these. I didn't find it a ready comp for this one, but I've sold this sort of thing before, and usually it's like 20, 25 bucks. Now this one was cool. This was called Close Calls, and it's 2 tours with the 353rd Fighter Group. And this is, you know, somebody's story, right? They're talking about, you know, being in this fighter group, World War II. I've got a comp on this for 50 bucks. So it's a thinner book, a thinner selling book. It's not going to sell fast, but I think it's at least 40 to 50. All right, here's one. Clearly this person was into World War II history, aircraft, that sort of thing. Here's one where they went to the American Air Museum in Duxford. I thought this was worth more. When I got it, I don't know what I looked at. This is only like $8, maybe 10. It's one I probably, for $2, I wouldn't have bought it, but it is kind of cool. It goes through the Duxford American Air Museum. So and it's really in good shape. Here's one that's another $15 to $20 book. The Baedeker Blitz. It's talking about Hitler's attack on Britain's historical sites. Nice book, 15 to 20 bucks. World War II history. All right, Aircraft Down. This is evading capture, like, you know, downed fighter pilots. Another, like, these are solid $20 books. And then I had this one. I think is more like 15, but it's pilots information, 1944. This is a guidebook for pilots and engineers, and it's a reprint of like some original technical manual. You know, effects without high altitude. You know, gives details. And then another one. Here's one that's training of a World War II pilot called Mr. It's about a $15 book. All right, so now that's all the military ones, and they were all in all these again in that one room. I'll show you the next two that were different, kind of bizarre. This one was just sitting there, and it's copper on canvas. Okay, and this is, you know, where I don't know if it had full color, it has a few full color things, but where they would do copper as I guess as a substrate, you know, paint on copper. I didn't know you did that, but I guess it used to be a thing. I'm guessing like when you didn't have canvas, you know, or what's your medium, what's your painting on, right? It lasts a lot better. $40 book. So, and it's in really good shape. I'm gonna send this one into Amazon, actually. That's what I'm thinking. All right, the last one. This one was kind of the outlier. It's kind of a weird, all these military books, and this one was stuck in there. And it was this, it said, "No more social lynchings." All right. And this is a awful topic, but, you know, it came from Hillsborough Press, which I know there's a Hillsborough, Tennessee, right around Nashville. And I don't know if that's where it was. Oh, look here. It's talking about, you know, Columbia, Murray. Some people say Murray, but people there I think it's more like Murray County. Kind of just Columbia is just south of Nashville, Middle Tennessee. And this one was signed by the author with an inscription. And then, yeah, okay, Hillsborough Press. It's in Franklin, which is a great town in Tennessee. But, you know, social topic of the day, you know, in this time frame, but this one is listed on eBay. I don't have sold comps. I haven't gone to, you know, I haven't done extensive research on it. I see one listed on eBay for $600. Amazon, the list price, and it's probably one of these where somebody just ramped it up to see if anybody would buy it. It's like $4,995, and 3 have sold in the last 6 months. So I'll have to do some research and look at historical sales and see what it really sells for, and I'll have to let you know. But for $2, it should be a good book for somebody. I don't think it's going to sell for that price, but that's the one that's going to take some more research. So anyway, that's it. Estate sales. I like estate sales. They're hit or miss, and there's some estate sale companies around that I like better than others. There's one in particular in town that I've gotten where I just don't even go to. Their books are priced high, $4 to $8 for a hardback. And then I had a situation. It's not where I got these. I had a situation about a week ago where I went to it, and they said paperbacks were $2, and I got paperbacks, and they were, they weren't small paperback books, but they weren't like coffee table books either. It was just like a full-size paperback, and some of them were about this thick, kind of thick. And I get up there, and the lady that's checking out has to call another lady to, ask about the price. I'm like, what do you mean? It says paperbacks, $2. Your hardbacks are the price that says a sign. Hardbacks, $4 on this one. Paperbacks, $2. It's a paperback. She's like, well, this is a big paperback. This is a big paperback. I think this is a $4 paperback. And I'm like, but your sign says hardbacks, $4, paperbacks, $2. Your hardback is, at this point, I'm like, whatever, I'm not going to get these, but I just kind of, at this point, I'm kind of like trying to, poke the bear. and I'm like, but your sign says $4 hardback, $2 paperback. And this is a paperback. There's nothing on the sign about that bigger paperbacks cost more. And I'd already had these two little paperbacks, and I'm like, does that mean smaller paperbacks are less? No. So, well, I need to get help. So the lady came, and the lady came down. She's like, oh no, these are big paperbacks. These would be more like $4. And I'm like, okay, I'm not interested in them at $4. And I'm like, well, that's the price. And I said, well, fine, you do you. I'm sure you'll sell them, whatever. But it's maybe you ought to update your sign that says, the paperback price is just a suggested price, and we're going to adjust it based on how big it is when you go to check out. So luckily there wasn't a line, right? And so it was like, well, I didn't wait and get that, but whatever. It's like, I wasn't, it crossed it was annoying, but it crossed into the comical front. I'm just, whatever. But this particular company I went to, I like them. They're really nice, and they've gotten to know me about books, and they'll point me to the rooms when I come in, and they'll give me heads up on sales that are coming up. And it's I do wish they gave me a discount. They gave a discount on lower priced items, but I do like their I do like the way they do it. But in estate sales in general, I do like them, but they are, man, sometimes you get a treasure trove, sometimes they're nasty, sometimes they've been locked up, and so the books have an odor, so they're no good. But they are kind of interesting to see, and you never know what you're going to find. So it's kind of a fun, different thing to source. For me, I like it rather than just sticking to the thrift stores or the library bookstores or whatever. So kind of fun to mix it up when they're there. So anyway, see cool, buy cool. Hopefully you guys having fun. Talk to you soon. Bye.